good morning. Well, it's morning for me, might not be morning for you, but I'm still waking up over here. Today's video is a what I eat in a day video. I've never done one of these, so I'm really excited to try it out. For this edition of what I eat in a day, I'm going to be sharing with you all what I eat in a day on the faster way to fat loss on a low carb macro day and a regular macro day. So if you guys are new to my channel, hello, welcome. My name is Jessica of the blog Miss More Style. Here on YouTube, I make videos about affordable fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and travel. And if you are not new, then you know that I've been on this faster way to fat loss journey for about, well, it's week 6 now. So if you missed the video where I talk about what faster way to fat loss is and all that stuff, I will link that down below for you guys in the description box so you can go check that out after this video if you're curious. Just in a nutshell, faster way to fat loss is not a weight loss program. It's more of like a lifestyle change where you learn more about how to get the right combination of macros for your body and for your goals, and you sort of teach your body how to burn your fat stores and also build muscle at the same time. Things are going really well for me. I'm going to do a conclusion video really soon about this whole journey that I've been on and my results. I'm not going to tell you how much weight I've lost yet, so you have to wait for that. When you're on the faster way to fat loss, you do what is called carb cycling and intermittent fasting. So 2 days of the week, Monday and Tuesday, we eat really low carbs. So we try to aim for 50 grams of carbs or less in the day. And then you basically double the amount of fats that you eat. And on Wednesday through Sunday, it's considered regular macro days. And you eat essentially a more normal distribution of fats, proteins, and carbs, right? Low carb macro day is today. Tomorrow is regular. So I'm just going to show you all these 2 days. So if you're on the faster way to fat loss, you can get some ideas for things that you could make. If you're interested in faster way to fat loss, I've got the link down below if you want to check it out or maybe sign up for the next round. Highly recommend it. Even if you're not doing faster way to fat loss, you'll find some great recipes in here if you're looking for generally healthy, good recipes to make. So still so much in here for you. First things first, it is 9:30. I've been up for a couple hours. I am on my second cup of coffee. On faster way to fat loss, every single day you're doing intermittent fasting. So basically it means that you're only eating for an 8-hour window in the day. The other 16 hours you are fasting. When you're in your fasting stage, basically all you can have is water, and you can't have tea and coffee, and you can have certain creamers. So nut pods work really great. It's actually the tastiest one that I've found. There's another one that's a coconut almond milk creamer that's really good. I forget what it's called. But you want to basically shoot for one of those creamers. They're lower in calories, so they won't break your fast. They don't have sugar added to them, which is the big thing. And they're dairy free because you're trying to avoid dairy and gluten when you're on the faster way. That really helps me get through to lunch. I also make sure to chug so much water every day. So I have these big mason jars that I like to drink out of. I believe they're 3 cups. So I try to drink 3 of these at least in a day. It's really hard for me, but the cute gold straw helps. Drink my coffee, answer some emails, and then I will get into my workout for the day.
One thing I make sure to do each day is plan out my meals before my fasting period is over in the MyFitnessPal app. This way I can configure my meals so that I'm hitting all my macro goals for the day, and it makes it so much easier. And you only need the free version of the app to do this, FYI. By planning your meals in advance, there's no guesswork in the day, and you don't get to the end of the day and are trying to cram in a certain macro. So you can see I have my whole day planned out, what I'm gonna eat. So now I know going forward exactly what to do, exactly what I'm making, and it takes all the guesswork out of everything. You can actually meal plan and do all of this each week in advance if you're super organized, which I am not, but I love the MyFitnessPal app. It is such a helpful tool in counting macros.
So I have got till about 1:30 till I can. My fast, I use this little app called Fastic, which I start the timer when I have stopped eating. It counts down for me so that I know exactly, there's no guessing of when I can eat again. So that is a really good app if you are on faster way to fat loss or if you're doing intermittent fasting.
I always do my workout during my fasting stage because working out before you eat really actually helps you to burn more fat. In Faster Way to Fat Loss, they have new live workouts to follow along with every single day, so you never repeat a workout. It's always fresh and new and so challenging. My go-to breakfast on low carb days is 3 scrambled eggs, 2 slices of bacon, half an avocado, and some green juice. You really want to focus on healthy fats on low carb days as well as proteins.
Having breakfast at 2 in the afternoon. Bacon.
I love using this mixer thing to scramble my eggs. It is Supposed to mix salad dressings, but it really works to make your scramble more fluffy. I'll link it below if you're interested. Adding a little bit of spinach to my scramble to make it a little bit healthier. This seasoning from Trader Joe's is amazing and it really takes this scramble's flavor to the next level. And voila, here is my breakfast with my green juice. I always love to start the day with some green juice. For lunch, I heated up leftovers from the night before, which is this super easy egg roll in a bowl recipe. I'll put the recipe for this down in the description box, but it is such an easy thing to whip up on a day when you need to watch your carbs and you're also short on time. It makes for great leftovers too. I decided to add avocado on top just to get some more fat into this meal. So yum. Okay, so the camera hates me. It is now 5:45. I'm going to make my snack. I'm telling you guys, all you freaking do on Faster Way to Fat Loss is eat. Because it's low carb day, I'm just gonna make myself a protein smoothie with unsweetened coconut milk, almond butter, and my Vanilla Quest protein powder. It's really simple. On regular days I would put fruit and stuff, so you'll see that recipe tomorrow. But I also want to try to make fat bombs as like a little sweet treat for myself. I've never made a fat bomb before, so I'm gonna do it with you guys here. Things first, plug in the NutriBullet, some coconut milk. This almond butter, by the way, is so delicious. A nice scoop of that, and then a scoop of my favorite protein powder. I love this stuff so much. It's so good. It's really low in carbs and sugars, but it's tasty. You can also bake with it. I've never tried that before. You can see I'm almost out of it. I have a new thing of this coming tomorrow, being delivered. Put a scoop of that in there. Grab some ice. It's pretty tasty. Fat bombs. The recipe that I found had you using like a regular muffin tin, like a bigger muffin tin. This one's kind of on the smaller side, and they used like cupcake cups. I don't have that, so I'm just going to attempt to do it in here, and mine will be a little bit smaller, but I can just have more of them. Here is what you will need. I have this recipe down in the description box if you want to check it out. Oh wait, don't forget the stevia. First, pour 2 tablespoons of melted coconut oil, 4 tablespoons peanut butter, 2 tablespoons unsweetened cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons stevia, and a teaspoon of vanilla in a bowl. Mix it up. Once it's mixed, grab your little tin. I put Pam in it, although I don't think it's necessary. And then pour in this chocolate mixture halfway up into the cups. Once you do that, stick it in the freezer and set your timer for 10 minutes. While that is freezing, get another bowl, add 4 more tablespoons peanut butter, 2 tablespoons melted coconut oil, 1 tablespoon of stevia, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, mix it up, and then when your first layer is nice and frozen, you're gonna pour that peanut butter layer over the top of that, and then stick it in the freezer until it's completely frozen. It takes about maybe 20 to 30 minutes, not long at all, and taste it. That's interesting. Tasty. Next, it was time to make dinner. I decided to do broccoli roasted on a sheet pan. This is such an easy recipe. I literally just take a bunch of broccoli, spread it out on a sheet pan, and then I grab some garlic salt and then some black pepper and just sprinkle that on liberally. Follow it up with some olive oil drizzled all over, and then I stick it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. While we're doing that, Nate's gonna get started on his amazing steak recipe. He's getting some olive oil in there and slicing up a couple tablespoons of butter. We've already got some garlic smashed and prepped. And toss it in once that oil starts to smoke. He basically sautés the steak for 4 minutes on each side, eventually adding in that butter and always basting the steak with the oil and butter mixture. Eventually he adds in some thyme for extra flavor and then keeps spooning that mixture over the steak, placing the roasted garlic on top. And oh my god, guys, this is such an easy steak recipe, but he has really mastered it and it is so, so good. Steak is a great option for dinner on low carb days because it's high in fat and protein to get you to your macros.
I just stand back and let the master do his work.
Once the timer goes off for the broccoli, I take it out of the oven and then I grate some Parmesan cheese over the top. You're not supposed to have cheese technically on Faster Way to Fat Loss, but I kind of cheat a little bit. Nate decided we should add some lemon zest and it was the perfect addition.
And dinner is served.
All right, good morning and welcome to regular macro day where I get to eat carbs. So this is one of my favorite breakfasts for this type of day. So I take half a cup of gluten-free oatmeal, a cup of water, a little bit of salt, a scoop of almond butter, stick it in the microwave it for about a minute and a half. I take it out, put only half a scoop of this protein powder in there and give it a good stir. After that, I take half a banana, slice it in, and a little spoonful of these hemp seeds. They have a lot of health benefits. And then y'all know I love to start my day with some green juice, and I'm too lazy to do it myself, so I love the suja kind. But this stuff is so good, it keeps me full for so long.
I come in the kitchen to make salad and someone starts creeping on me. You want to get in on my salad?
Maybe I do. Salad? Salad?
Still really full from that bowl of oatmeal, but gotta eat meal too.
A couple things that are really good to have on hand when you're doing this is a lot of pre-cooked chicken, so you can make it yourself, but I buy this from Trader Joe's and it's great. It's really easy to put in salads or add protein to things if you need to. Also, I'm gonna make some hard-boiled eggs just to have in the fridge because those also make great snacks, and if you're low on like proteins or fats in the day, it's also a great thing to sort of snack on if you need to like sort of get to the right place in your macros, if that makes sense. So this is just my basic go-to salad formula that I do a lot of days. It's spinach with a little bit of romaine for some crunch, some chicken. 4 ounces is about what you can fit in your hand, by the way. And then a hard-boiled egg. I like to chop up some of these little cherry tomatoes. And my camera battery died, but I did add bell pepper and red onion to this too.
It's really, really easy to add foods into your thing with MyFitnessPal. I'm just gonna try to show you. Basically, scan the barcode of anything and it will pull up the nutritional info for you. Super easy, and you can just add it in. Fresh cracked pepper for me, thank you.
Oh, I got you back. Don't you worry. I got you.
This is service. Lighting in my kitchen is so awful. Okay, it's 6:30, so I gotta get my snack in so that we can have dinner at like 8. Whew. So I'm gonna make my go-to protein smoothie with you all. This is what I would have on a regular macro day because it's got a bunch of fruit in it, and this is like my favorite smoothie recipe. So let's make it. I'm gonna take about a cup of this stuff, a full scoop of Quest vanilla protein powder, about roughly half a banana. These are a bunch of pieces of banana that I have frozen for the express purpose of using in a smoothie. I'm going to pour in a bit of this fresh berry medley. So this is frozen blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. Pro tip, I know a lot of people put like a bunch of ice in smoothies to thicken them up, but if you have frozen fruit that acts as the frozen agent, it just makes your smoothie so much more like flavorful and not like watered down tasting, if that makes any sense. So I never actually add any ice to my smoothies because I just make the fruit frozen, and then that helps to keep the consistency thicker. A spoonful of chia seeds, scoop of this collagen. I'm using this one lately. It is by Garden of Life and it is blueberry acai flavored. It goes perfectly in this typical smoothie that I make. Some powdered peanut butter just for the flavor. If this was a time when I wasn't really caring too much about like my fat intake, I might just put regular peanut butter, but because I am trying to keep my macros in check, I'm just going to use the powdered stuff because it has much less fat content in it. I throw in a bunch of kale. Those are my Valentine's balloons back there. Yeah, I bought them for myself. I am so full, truth be told, from everything I've eaten today, but I'm trying really hard to do this faster way to fat loss thing correctly. So I'm gonna make some dinner. I've got some sweet potatoes and some chicken that I need to make, and I think I'm gonna maybe get some veggies going too. Something easy. So I'm just gonna throw it together and let's just see what I come up with. Basically maxed out my proteins for the day, which I didn't really think ahead today. Like I know I said at the beginning of the video that it's the best to pre-plan your meals before you eat, but I did not do that today. So I might have a little bit more protein than I'm supposed to have, but I don't think that's the end of the world. Decided to do meatless Wednesday, which is not a thing, but I already maxed out my protein. So just having some sweet potato and some green beans. And then I'm going to finish it off with one of my little fat bombs for dessert. Eating time is done. I've set my fasting timer on so that I will know when to eat tomorrow. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about faster way to fat loss, drop them below. I will try to answer them the best that I can. And like I said, if you're interested in trying faster way to fat loss, I really highly recommend it. And the link for the program is in my description box if you want to check it out. While you're here, make sure if you haven't already seen the video where I talk about faster way to fat loss and what it is, check it out there. Also, you might like this video right up there. And stay tuned because I'm going to have my results video very soon. All right, see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.